Lecture 49, three-phase power measurement using one-wattmeter method. So the objective is to understand one-wattmeter method, conditions for the use of this method, working principle, and power calculations. So one-wattmeter method uses single wattmeter to measure three-phase power, and the conditions where one wattmeter is sufficient is that the load should be balanced and the system is three-phase, three-wire, just like this. So the connections of the wattmeter include a current coil in series and a potential coil in parallel, and there is an extra switch, that is single pole double throw switch, which moves from position 1 to 2 during the measurement. So the basic wattmeter equation is the power is given by voltage across the potential coil of the wattmeter into current through the current coil into cos of angle between voltage and current. So when the single pole double throw switch is at position 1, the power measured by this wattmeter will be simply the voltage across this potential coil, that is the voltage VAC, into the current through the current coil, that is IA, into cos of angle between VAC and IA. So the angle can be found out using this phasor diagram. So this is VA, this is VC, and this is minus VC. So VA minus VC is simply this phasor VAC, and we have assumed that the current is lagging the voltage by angle phi. Therefore, this angle is 120 degree, this is 60 degree, this is 30 degree, this is phi. Therefore, the angle between IA and VAC will be simply 30 minus phi. So the wattmeter reading will be simply VAC into IA into cos 30 minus phi, and VAC is simply line voltage, IA is the line current. Therefore, wattmeter reading at position 1 is VL cos of 30 minus phi. Similarly, when this switch is moved to position 2, the voltage measured will be the voltage between line A and B, and the current will be IA through this current coil. Therefore, wattmeter reading will be simply VAB into current, that is IA, into cos of angle between VAB and IA, which can be obtained using this phasor diagram. So this is VA, this is VB, this is minus VB, and VA minus VB is VAB, and this angle is 30 degree. Therefore, the angle between VAB and IA is simply 30 plus phi. The wattmeter reading becomes VL cos of 30 plus phi. Now adding the two values, we get this equation using the identity cos A plus B plus cos A minus B is equal to 2 cos A cos B. We get W1 plus W2 is VLIL into 2 cos 30 cos phi. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Therefore, W1 plus W2 is root 3 VLIL cos phi. And this is simply the equation for three-phase power. Therefore, if we add the two readings, we simply get the three-phase power. Now subtracting 2 from 1, we get this equation, and applying the identity, we get W1 minus W2 is 2 VLIL sine of 30 sine phi. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Therefore, W1 minus W2 is VLIL sine phi. But the total reactive power of a three-phase circuit is root 3 VLIL sine phi. So in order to find out the reactive power, we have to multiply root 3 with W1 minus W2 to get the three-phase reactive power. Now dividing the two equations, W1 minus W2 divided by W1 plus W2, we get VLIL sine phi divided by root 3 VLIL cos phi. VLIL cuts out, sine by cos is simply tangent phi. So from here, phi simply comes out to be tangent inverse of root 3 W1 minus W2 divided by W1 plus W2. Power factor is simply given by cos of this angle, which is simply the angle between phase voltage and phase current.